get this right. All right, we got the recording going. It's about 5 minutes till. Getting everything set up here for our Zoom meeting. Had an interesting day. Went fishing today. Lake Murray. A little bit of time in. Now that everything is opened up, that's one of my hobbies is fishing. So put a couple hours in. All right, Fanny. Here we go, Fanny. Showtime. Hi. All right. Good morning. Good afternoon. Let's see.
Hi, Jerry.
Oh, there you go. How you doing?
Good. How about you?
Oh, wow. Well, I made it back in time.
Nice. Lots of fish.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Nice. It's a beautiful day to go fishing.
Yeah. So I see you out and about.
I am. I'm gonna put my phone on a thing. Hold on, let me see if it works. Some of them I didn't tell, and I didn't leave, did I? Okay, I'm still here. Some of them I didn't tell because they were saying they couldn't join. Monique said she couldn't join today, so maybe they can join the next time.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. We're coordinated. This is the icebreaker.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's that nice, beautiful young lady next to you?
That's my niece Mia. Aww.
Hi, Mia.
Yeah, my niece Mia. Hi. He can't see you. He can just hear you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's 13. We're out today. We just did some shopping. So I told her, let's join the call.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Can you mute us because we're going to be driving, but we'll still be able to hear you through the call. Yeah, or maybe we can mute her.
I'll definitely do that. I'll do that.
I can mute it.
Okay.
Okay. We can still hear you.
Okay. She muted herself. Fanny called it too. So let me get my things to do list going.
We're the only ones on so far?
Yeah, it's real fresh. We're right at 2, and that's what happens.
Yeah.
They come in, and when they come in, it's full excitement. Everybody has.
They start trickling in.
Everybody has a story,
Yeah, I was telling Mia that we are cousins, and that we found each other on Ancestry.com, and I was telling her just the tip of it. So, do you know about DNA? So that's like, what's the best way to describe it, Jerry? It's like your makeup, like your Yeah.
It's your
Of what
it's your,
makes you.
it's your family's fingerprint.
Yes. So like you and your brother share the same, similar DNA, right? Because you have different fathers. So say if you guys didn't know each other and you did the test like Jerry and I did, it would connect you. It would tell you like, hey, this guy is your brother by whatever percentage of DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how Jerry and I found that we're cousins through DNA.
For real?
Yeah. Pretty cool, right?
That
Through
is
science and everything.
What, so like if I test somebody and I think they're my cousin?
Yeah, they would tell you who's your cousin. Yeah, based on DNA. Yeah. So we're just hanging out today, Jerry. It's a chance that we might go swimming.
You've had a busy week.
Huh?
You've had a busy week.
I have had a busy week. Jerry, I've been working out like crazy. I've lost 70 pounds over the last year. Yeah.
Awesome.
I've had a busy week. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
70?
70. That's a lot, right?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
You probably by 3 more months, you probably lose 100,
I hope.
then 200.
No, not 200.
Why?
Because then that would put me under 100 pounds.
Wait, so how much you weigh now?
170. Yeah. Her mom is trying to lose weight too.
You're almost as heavy as me.
How much do you weigh?
140.
Yeah. I'm trying to get below you because I'm shorter than you. I'm trying to get to 130. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. How tall are you?
Fanny,
5'6".
Fanny,
Yes.
what sisters or what relatives did you find through DNA?
I found 5 sisters. So I
Sisters?
talked to 5. Yeah, 5. Yep. I've talked to 3 of the 5 so far. I found Wendy, Linda, and Zelda. And my brother, Michael, is the one who initially did the DNA. Yeah. And he passed away a year ago. So if he hadn't did it, then we wouldn't have found each other. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I have 2, so there's a total of 7 on my father's side. And my mother had 5 children. So now I have a total of 12 siblings, right? And 5 and 3 are living. So I have 8 living siblings. And 4 brothers that passed away. Yeah.
Well, that's the power of this program.
Yes. Do you want to go thrifting?
Huh?
You got a thrift store?
Yeah.
It's a powerful program.
It is.
Used correctly.
Yes. And you know what's funny is that I had no idea that I was going to find all this out from doing the DNA testing, or else I would have done it a long time ago. Because I wanted to find my father a long time ago. Yeah.
But you found some of your siblings that are his kids, right?
Yes. I found all of them. And my father, I recently went to his grave site and I placed 8 flowers on the grave site, 1 for each child. I placed 2 white ones for the boys and all pink ones for the girls.
That was good.
Yeah. So my father died in 93. Yeah.
Was he? What area? What state did he live in?
He died here in California. He's buried at Riverside Military Cemetery. I don't know what the Arlington, maybe it's called Arlington. I don't know, but the military cemetery in Riverside.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when are you going to? Okay, I have two people who are coming in, so let me get them in. Okay.
Okay, we'll mute.
Here's Faye.
Yeah, we'll stay.
Hi, Faye. And here comes Diane. That's Faye Carr. And there's Diane. Diane Trotter.
Hey.
I was just talking to Fanny.
Hi, guys.
How are you? I love your hair. Woo.
Thank you. Thank you. We're like out shopping today, me and my niece Mia.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just explaining to her about DNA, and she's 13 years old. Jerry and I were trying to tell her, like, the reason why or what it means. Yeah.
So you here with me for?
No, this is the first time we're all meeting.
Faye? Hey, Faye?
Wait.
Faye.
Should I go through that? So I can fuck out with my sister?
Say, I want to do you to Faye. Faye? Say Faye.
Hi, Faye.
Faye Carr?
I don't see her. Show her to us.
She's over here on the right hand side. I don't know if there she is.
Oh, I see her. You have to slide your screen one time.
Oh,
to the left.
But
And then you can see everybody.
But she's not talking. She's not live.
She's smiling.
Oh, she needs to join her audio. Do
I wonder if
audio
she
by
can hear us.
Wi-Fi. You can message her.
Chat, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Audio.
Jerry, maybe you can gesture to her that you can't hear her. I'm going to put you guys on a quick hold.
Okay.
Diane just did it. We just told her.
Look, bottom left.
I don't know. Everybody else is okay. We got a picture of her just sitting in her car.
Okay, so now is she on phone or on computer? If she on phone, I can't help her because that may be part of the complication.
I'm gonna ask her to start her video. See if she will. Well, anyway, these are some of the things that happens, you know, when we you know, we're starting off. Okay, there she is. Here's Faye. She's rolling on Diane.
I came back. Sorry. Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Faye and Diane.
You too.
Thank you. I'm going to mute mine. We're going to go into a store, but I can hear you guys.
Okay.
Hey, Faye, where are you at? What state are you in? Faye, what state are you in? Okay.
She may not have the audio up.
Mine is.
But it's something she has to do on her own computer.
I think so, because she's not muted.
She got the video part together, but she doesn't have the audio. Down on your bottom left side, it's going to be the far left icon. You got to click that to make sure it's not muted, because it's probably muted right now.
So she's not hearing us, is she?
I sent her a message in the chat to add her audio by internet. Maybe that's
Okay.
the problem.
Okay. You ought to ask her, by raising her hand, does she know us or anything? Can she see us?
Can you hear us? Raise your hand, Faye, if you hear us.
Faye Carr, she's connecting to audio. That's what it says she's doing
Okay.
right now. And I believe she's in the Midwest. Well, we got to go with what we have, So far, so good with this program, Diane.
Good.
And what I did is I
That's
had
a serious mask you got on.
Yeah, there she is.
I got them at Zulily. You get a pack of 4 for $13.
Oh, okay. I like that.
I hate it because it gets so hot you can't hardly breathe,
And with your glasses, boy, you talk about making a fog in your glasses.
Yeah. Somebody has some nice music.
That's me. This is Faye. I'm
Hi, Faye.
waiting on my granddaughter to get her hair done. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I don't know how to use this Zoom thing. This is new for me.
That's my niece, Mia.
Oh God.
Well, Faye, we're working out the bugs ourselves, so thank you for joining in. It's going to take us a little process, but thanks for stepping up and participating.
Sure. But now I got kicked out of the video now that I did the audio, so I don't know what to do.
Oh, we definitely need to hear you, so.
And we see you.
Faye, you're still in. You need to slide it to the left.
Slide what to the left?
Your screen, and then you can see all of us.
Well, right now I'm just on this one where you dial in, so I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, we still see you there.
Let me see. I'm here. I go back. Okay.
There you are.
Slide to use it. Oh, so you're looking at me trying to figure this out.
It's okay.
Huh.
And now.
Allow it to record audio. Okay. Oh, that's not me, that cartoon person. I like your mask.
Thank you. It's from Zulily. You get a pack of 4 for $14.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually make them myself,
nice.
but I don't make them like that. I make the kind that you can put a filter inside.
That's the kind I need.
Yeah, honey, that's what I need.
Okay.
I'll buy one, Faye.
Yeah, are you on Facebook?
I am, Faye. I am.
Okay, I'm on Facebook. Are you one of my Facebook
I don't know.
friends?
You know what? I'm coming across so many family. I feel like I should make a new Facebook. Because I'm like a very, I don't know, certain kind of mind. And I don't like it when I don't have control of things or I'm not sure. You know what I mean? So it makes me a little nervous.
Yeah. Okay.
Not nervous, but it just makes
my name
makes me like crazy. Yeah.
Well, I don't need any help in being crazy. I'm crazy
I don't need help
anyway.
in that either. We must be related. Yeah.
Well, my Facebook name is M-I-Z, Z like zebra, then a period, then F-E-C, just my initials.
M-I-Z
Okay.
You can look me up on there and
M-I-Z.
F-E and Z like zebra.
Okay.
We'll find you.
M-I-Z-F-E-C. Yeah, okay. What is your name on Facebook?
Franny, like that, F-R-A-N-N-I-E, and then Nash, N-A-S-H. These are cute.
I'll send. Okay.
What is that?
Hold on.
Somebody's music? We got her.
I'm at the beautician. I don't know how
Oh.
to mute the thing. Let me look.
She
Let me
wants us
see.
to dance.
Oh, I don't know what I did there. I'm gonna try to mute it. Okay, here we go.
Go.
Do you like sweatpants on?
So Jerry, have you heard from Snoop?
Okay, I think I admitted you.
Couple people coming on now.
Yeah, I just invited you. I let you in. Okay, cool. Okay. They're rolling in. Here we go.
Hey, Franny.
Yes.
Spell your last name on Facebook again. It's N what?
N-A-S-H. Nash.
Okay. Okay.
Shalette,
Nash. Did you find me?
Are you active, Shalette?
I'm in, but I'm mobile, so I'll be mostly listening today.
Okay, that's good. Thank you for coming in.
Did you find me? They're very cute. Yeah, those are pink. Yeah.
What about Ramona? Ramona, are you?
Those are cute.
Her voice is not. Gillette, your microphone isn't on. Are you turning your mic on? Or are you in control of that?
I'm controlling it. I'm muting it when I'm not saying anything, and then I'm
okay.
I'm muting it when I need to talk.
Okay. Well, basically, what's happening is I've switched from Global Meet to Zoom, and because it's more practical to use, and everybody seems to we're able to use it, and without complicated instructions to enter the meeting. So that's one reason why we have the Zoom now. And another thing, what we're going to do is, during the month of June, we're going to meet 3 times. Like this Sunday, we're going to meet next Sunday. On Father's Day, we're going to take a break. That's the 21st. And then we're going to meet again on the 28th. And what's happening is we're picking up people during those times, and I'm practicing social distancing, so I am here and available, and we're able to accommodate everybody, and we don't want to get so fragmented, and we want to look at this program so we all can use it at any time. Any comments?
Any what?
Any comments on that?
Well, I'm new. I have nothing to say. I'm just listening.
And I don't have any comments on the meetings or anything, but I hear music. I don't know if in somebody's
Oh
background,
gosh,
and
that's
so that
me.
makes
Let
it
me try
hard
to
to
fix
hear.
it.
Okay, because it's hard for you to.
Oh no, I'm trying to. I don't know how to do it. Here we go again. Let me see. Faye.
Faye, if you touch
Um,
the screen at the bottom,
I don't.
it'll mute it. You'll see a mute button.
Look for me in
Bottom
it.
left.
I guess that muted everybody.
I'm going to put my school teacher hat on and say, what I would like for us to be able to do is make progress. Every time we get off of the discussion, we have had what they call an aha moment. That's Oprah's phrase, aha. That means you have learned something to do in helping your research, or we've made progress in finding out how people are connected. Because although we're all moths, we don't know where the apex is. Where are the two parents that spread out and made all of these people? And so there are techniques that we can use to start working toward that. I'm done.
I think
Ramon,
that's very good information because I'm new to the ancestry.dna.com as well. And I just met 5 of my sisters. I was telling Jerry that I've been biological sisters, from my father's side. And I've been excited to talk to them and get to know them and all of those kind of things. And it's been like a great week because we got on a Zoom call and we were able to connect with 3 of them. So I have 2 more still to meet. So next week we're going to get on a call again and meet. But I also met Jerry, that were cousins, and Monique and Monica helped me do the research and connection to my sisters. So it's been really amazing.
Wonderful.
And I was telling Jerry, if I would have known before, I would have done it much earlier because I've been looking for my biological father for my whole life, and my mom didn't, share much information. But yeah, it's been an amazing week or 2 weeks to be connected with them. Yeah.
Ramona.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm here.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself, or introduce yourself, and what your purpose is of being on Ancestry?
Okay, my name is Ramona. I'm descended on the Aiken side. I did a DNA probably a little over a year ago, and you, Jerry, yourself, you reached out to me, tracing back how we are related on the Aikens, how the Aikens are related to the Moss family. But live in Texas. I'm originally from Oklahoma. And anything else you guys would like to know?
That's awesome.
Are you on JetMatch?
I'm on the Ancestry.com.
Oh, but I mean, are you on JetMatch also? I'm just trying to figure out how. Okay, so you haven't really done much research, and you've just done.
No, I have not.
Well, Ramona and I, we have shared ancestry. Some of my original ancestors on my family tree, and hers is with Josephine Moss. She married an Atkins, and that's how we're related. It was a Moss. Her name was Josephine Moss, and she married William Atkins. And you're in that cluster. You're in that group.
And Jerry, we pronounce it Aikens, not Atkins. We pronounce it Aikens.
Yeah, Aikens, and there was one of those brothers who changed his names. It is Aikens. That's true. One of them he changed the spelling.
Oh, he changed the spelling. How do he spell it now?
It was between, you know, AKIN, or, you know, he spelled it a little different. I got that history from. You agreeing over there, Miss Lyles?
Yeah.
What could you answer?
My name is Michelle.
Michelle, could you answer that question for her?
Yes, I have. I'm on Ancestry.com. I'll do a little introduction. My name is Michelle Lyles, and I'm in Omaha, Nebraska. And I have done extensive research on my family, but how I connect with your family is my aunt, who is Elizabeth Pierce Brown, and I'm a Pierce of that family. Her mother was Laura Flanoy, who is the daughter of Queen Tidwell, who is the daughter of Virginia Moss. So Virginia Moss is the sister of Josephine, and the way Akins, that other spelling I'm finding is Aikens or Akins. I'm finding both of those. And the brother who I see use the Aikens is a Clinton. That was on some of his records. But I've researched back to Virginia and Josephine's mother, who was City, and then her husband Reuben, and then
Yeah.
Reuben's.
Those are the original ones. Those are original. Those are original ancestors, the common ones. Those are our common ancestors. And Michelle, I don't know if I talked to you in detail, but I was born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Omaha, Nebraska, and there's a lot of, you know, we have some of that history where our families came and visited, you know, because of the industry, the packing house industry.
Right, right. I
That's,
actually live in Bellevue now, but yeah, the packing. My grandfather, who was Laura Flanoy's husband or partner, I don't know if they were married. He used to work for the packing houses, and then he also owned the only black cab company in Omaha at one time. The
the
Ritz
only
Cab
black
Company.
what? The only black,
Cab,
what kind of company?
a cab company.
A cab company.
Yeah.
Michelle, I have an auntie that lives in Omaha, Nebraska. Her name is Bernice Akins, but now it's Nairn. She used to was a prince. She's a retired principal up there.
Do you know of what school?
Oh, I forgot. How many high schools are out there? There's quite a few high schools out there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, I can find out for you, but she been retired from I can't think of the name of the high school right now.
Probably Central High School, Omaha North, Northwest, Burke. Brian, no, okay.
Okay, I want to follow up.
I can't remember.
I want to follow up on what Diane had said. Now, for some of our more, relatives that are a little less experienced, and you want to get a little more information, it helps if you team up with someone who's has a little bit more experience that can help you, and you'll have to agree with some of the programs that they're going to ask you to join, like this JED match. It's a very powerful tool, but it has some privacy factors that you have to consider. But we use it, you know, in our Moss genealogy and research group. It's one of our main tools that we use to connect with each other and find out who we have that are shared relatives.
Michelle, I found it. It was Northwest High School. She's retired from Northwest High School.
Okay. Do you happen to have a phone number? Do you have a phone number?
Oh, for my auntie, yes, I do have a phone number for my auntie.
Well, you
Yes.
two, see if you can communicate over here. You can either say it or let's try to use this chat too. You know, we have the chat that's live. That helped.
Okay.
That helped with you, didn't it, Faye? When the participants talk to you, Faye, to help you, get online here.
Say that again.
Did they help you with the chat? You know, with the chat
I'm
box.
sorry about the
That help
music.
you?
Okay. I use the Jet Match, Ancestry, 23andMe, and Family Heritage. Under Family Heritage, I use my what was my mother's name? I just have information really from my mother. They come from Beaufort, Gainesville, Georgia, that way. And as far as my father, I don't know. I'm a little bit of a mutt because it looks like if one guy wasn't acting right, Mom checked out the next guy to see who's going to be there, and. So
Do you mean My
I don't
Heritage?
have nothing. I'm not mad at her.
Do you mean My Heritage or Family Heritage?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
Heritage.
I think it's My Heritage. Yeah, My Heritage. I think it used to
Really?
be Family Search,
There is a
but I
FamilySearch.org.
think that's what it used to be.
There's a family tree
Okay,
and a
okay,
family tree DNA.
okay. I thought that was a
Well,
Family Tree
That's a good
DNA.
site.
That's a new one for me.
well,
Well,
I
what I
can.
like about what I like about the My Heritage is that you can print out a book and it doesn't cost you anything extra.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then sometimes I did find some other cousins through Ancestry and 23andMe out of Georgia as well. And then I used Been Verified. That's just something you just search for people. So sometimes she may find some name or whatever, give it to me, and I look and find information on that and get some addresses, maybe phone numbers. So if I can help you guys with that too, just shoot me some names and some ages, and I'll send you what I can find and help you guys out.
Say, Diane, do you think it'd be a good idea that I give her that name of that relative that discovered for me? The one,
Which one was? Oh, I know who you're talking about.
the musician.
Yeah, definitely do that.
I have a name for you, Faye, and we'll be able to talk about it. I, I, I appreciate if I got some additional help with them. Basically, what's happened, my cousins is Diane did some research. I believe it was on her heritage, and she found a relative.
Yeah, My Heritage. Yeah.
That is like he has like about 925 centimorgans. 925. So that's a close relative. That's either a nephew or a great nephew.
First cousin.
I don't believe it's a first cousin. There's something on that. It's one of. It might be a second. 900 centimorgans is a lot. And he wasn't on Ancestry, you see. So Diane, we checked Facebook out, and I sent an invite through Facebook, but I haven't gotten any kind of response on that. I sent one to him, and Diane, she sent one. See, what happens is, you guys have different. Y'all pay for these different prescriptions and subscriptions, and you help us when we say, hey, on that platform, when you look for this number or this person's on there, would you see who? I might give you my raw data, and you use my raw data, and that's how she found this additional person. So it's up to me to do the verifying and make do the contact.
But Jerry, you have my, I think you got my cell phone number. You can feel free to text me as well too. And any names I can help you guys out with, I'll get it and give me an email address and I'll just send you whatever information pops up so I can be of some help too.
That's great. Thank you.
I know how to mute it now. I'm doing good.
That's what this is all about. You see, that's the fun of this program. And another thing too, like I just want to let you know, I paid for the pro version. The first couple of Zoom meetings we had that basic one that was free for 40 minutes. You know, for 40 minutes it was free. But this one here, when you buy the subscription, you upgrade. I bought the pro version. You have more options, and it's a better tool. And we're not trying to cram everything into 40 minutes. We're being flexible now, and I have, you know, this is available. So when we call on a one-to-one, all I have to do is just turn this on, and then we can talk and share files. Because Diane, the last time we shared a lot of files, didn't we, when people were on the computer? You remember that, Diane?
Yep.
Shared, you know, like if you're in front of your PCs, find out, you know, the Moss surnames on your DNA matches and see whose names come up, and then we can look at ours and see if, you know, you do some comparison.
I have one important Moss match, V. Porterfield. She's on 23andMe as well as Ancestry. And at first I thought she was Black, but she's white. And her family went from South Carolina. They were involved in Tennessee, South Carolina, and they ended up in Arkansas. So I thought that was a coincidence how they're related to the Mosses, and then their people went to Arkansas. So I'm wondering if the Mosses went to Arkansas as slaves. I know some were free people, but I'm wondering if some of them were slaves that went there with white slave owners.
Oh yeah, definitely. My ancestors, they definitely did. William Moss was a slave in 1850. He was on the slave schedule.
Yeah.
And I've done research on the slave owner William Moss, and I have documents on him.
Yeah.
And now I'm talking to one of my Blue Eye research persons that he has the white side of those Moss families, and he's showing how they're connected with these cousins and how they willed their slaves to the cousin, you know, that kind of thing. There was a lot of
or if their daughters got married to the husband of the daughter.
Well, there's one guy who's he's been very helpful. His name is Tommy Lewis, and he'll be, you know, I'll be touching base with him, you know, looking at his tree, and you know, he's very helpful. So, and you find that, like you mentioned, Diane, you know, our white relatives, right now, you know, they're showing up.
Yeah, and a lot of them are very helpful in trying to help you find your families.
Jerry, I want to talk about the white relative because Akins actually is a white name. My great-great-great-grandfather, a white man buried in Oklahoma, and he was the one who started the Akins in a small town called Hugo, Oklahoma, and he's the only white man buried in a Black cemetery.
Wow.
And to go back on the spelling of the A-I-K-N-S, down there in the cemetery down there, it is A-I-K-E-N-S, buried in our family cemetery, along with the Akins of A-K-I-N-S. And that's how my family started the Akins. It was through a white man. They weren't slave owners. He married two different Black women.
He probably was.
And he had two different sets of
probably
kids.
had white and Black parents.
Right. His first wife died, and he remarried another Black lady. And so it's two sets of Aiken kids. And they are spread from Texas to Arkansas. They just kind of spread it around.
Yeah. So are we waiting for anybody else to come on, Jared? What I'd like to do is show these ladies how on your ancestry to connect. If you have enough information on your tree so you can connect your matches to your tree, because if you're able to see how the trees meet up, then you're able to determine what different families came from a particular couple.
Go right ahead.
And I think that's our issue. Okay, we don't have, let me see if I can pull it up. After I pull it up, then I want you to get onto mine. Let me go to open mine up here. I said, there that is. Let me go to my DNA. Okay, so now can you pull up my screen here? Take off messaging. My DNA screen.
Can we? Can I do it?
Yeah, sharing. Click sharing so that you're able to share and somehow get my screen up there.
Okay, here's shared screen, and I'll just say share.
Okay. I don't know if I'm able to do it from this side or not. Let me. No, that's not where I'm going to do it.
You should be able to do it too, Diane.
Okay, so now, yeah, they're there to view. So post this. Okay, so you got it up. So now let me see if I'm able to go in. Oh, that's your screen. So,
So take that off.
I wonder how we get it so that I'm able to share. Or if you will go into yours, Jerry, why don't you go into yours?
Well, mine is up now.
It is? Okay,
Yep.
so why don't you click the page on the screen?
Click which one?
Click on your ancestry that's open under shared screen. Are you able to do that?
No.
We did it so well there one time. Let's see.
Well, I didn't.
Okay, why don't you disable your women? Host disabled participant. Oh, okay, take it off of disable. It's on disable for participant. Okay, now. Let's see.
So don't ask me to do that again. Don't ask me to do that again right now.
Okay, so let me go to host disabled. Still disabled. Woo. I could talk through it, but
well, basically, Diane, again, this has been some helpful information that we've had so far, and that's why I want to be consistent with this. Again, we're going to meet next week, same time, same station. So now we at least have this group. We have the synergy going here. Now we can reach out during the week. We can meet with each other or talk or see what else we can do, how we can connect. But the information that we have now has been very helpful, especially from my perspective, and I pray that it is for everybody who has participated and that are participating, because we want to work out.
Well, you can feel free to share my phone number.
I'm going to go back to the teacher in me. It's not really helpful to me. It's like everybody's talking about their little piece, but in order to really understand, we need documents to be able to connect people from place to place. Otherwise, we're just talking and we have all these separate trees. I see some people that have 20 or 30,000 people on their tree, but you can't really actually see who's, just really family. Where do I meet with these? Where do I connect with these people?
Well, my tree on Ancestry is public. Like, I have it up right now if you want to see what I have.
Okay. Why don't you put yours up and I'll show you what I'm talking about doing.
It says the host disabled attendee screen sharing. So you have to enable sharing, Jerry, and then I can.
It should be somewhere in your meeting settings. Look somewhere in your meeting settings. You don't want to share your screen. You want to go somewhere to your meeting settings, and it should be a list of things.
Yeah, I remember that, and when I did that, I did have, I believe I had it open. I wouldn't want to not let you guys be able to share things.
Yeah, and that's probably just the way the default. You just probably have to undo it.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, it's something trying to learn all the
Something,
different features.
yeah, something in your meetings. Have
yeah,
you been able to find the meeting settings?
yeah,
Yeah.
but the catch-22 that
So somewhere there, say,
while we're having the meeting, that's a whole different process. You know, I don't want to back out of it to back out and do the setting.
no, you should be able to, you shouldn't have to leave. You should be able to do it. You should be able to do it while we're still in the meeting.
We should be able to say where we are, but we should be looking at a document on the screen.
Yeah, we did it the last
Well,
time.
he has to find a place to, he has to find a
Yeah,
place
I
to
know.
enable. And you shouldn't have to, you shouldn't have to leave the meeting to do that.
Well, let me just see. Let me look here. It says sharing screen. Let's see. Oh, okay, okay. There it is. Multiple participants can share simultaneously, right? We do that. Okay, I just did it.
Click that and see what happens.
Okay, now go.
Okay.
Okay, so now share screen. There we go. Thank you so much, my
Can you
dear.
see
So now
Way to go,
I see your
Charlotte.
face,
Way to
your
go.
face on.
that? Okay.
So I think that's Diane's screen, right?
That's my
And
screen.
that's
Get
somebody
over
else's
them.
screen.
Okay, well then let
That's
me go with
Diane's
mine
screen.
then. Okay, so now you see me right there.
Yeah, that's Diane's screen.
Okay,
That's
so now
Diane's screen.
I want to show you this. This is my first cousin Maxine, and you see that little the two dots and then the one. That's like the two parents and then the child. Okay, and so then I have a little green check mark there. It's because what I did was I went up here and connected her to my tree. Let me see if I can move you guys over. Hey, come off of there. Oh Lord. Now I lost the other thing. Oh, here we go. Share screen. Let me go back up here.
Well, at least it's colorful.
I don't see what happened to my
We're out here in California.
let me go back into there. Okay, I'm going to ancestry. Okay, there's my tree. I'm gonna go to my matches. Okay, so now I was talking about my cousin Maxine. I was trying to see if I could move you. Oh, there we go. Okay, I wanted to move that over because that was keeping me from doing what I need to do. Okay, so now I'm gonna click on Maxine. I'm gonna go up here. And so what I did was I typed her name in. So she is connected to my tree. You understand what I'm saying? So if for as many matches are you able to do that, then that helps because you should be able to, oh, she doesn't have a tree there. So let me go to one that does have a tree. I know Ozil and them have one because I put the tree on there. The brothers. Okay, here's Ozil. Okay, this is her baby brother. And you see how here, there is our our grandfather. And we're connected because our fathers are brothers. So what you do, you don't worry about somebody else's tree as much as getting your tree to go back as far as you're able to go. And if the other person is doing the same thing, you eventually meet up in your apex. So I'm saying we all should be able to do that. And it may end up not being going back to some black person eventually, but maybe a couple of white people that are brothers. You understand what I'm saying? A brother or sister. So these are the kind of things that you do when you're really researching. So
Okay.
so it's just one of the tips, but I didn't like the true lines until I saw that you're able to connect your matches together. So you're able to come up with this. So this is very helpful. Let me go into my, I'm sorry, somebody had a question?
Well, I was getting ready to say okay, if you already got a tree set up, and now you're doing matching somebody else, is it going to make you change what you got in your tree already, or it
Absolutely
just
not.
starts a whole new?
No. You keep your
Okay.
one tree, but you eventually should be able to add limbs to your tree.
Oh, okay.
So now I tried that tree that I just had up was the Robinson Tate tree, but in order to do these matches of these things right here, I got to have them all in one tree because you can't pick a tree to do that with. It all has to be in one tree. Now these cousins are related on both sides of my family, but I'm gonna go down here to somebody that is I can't do it on mine. I'll do it on my cousin Tony. So I'm gonna go back up to the top here. As much as possible, get other cousins to let you view their tests. We should be able to do that with each other. So now watch this list right here. So all of these people have shared their trees with me. Have you guys been able to do this?
I've had some people share.
Okay, so then I'm in Tony's tree now. Tony is my cousin. Okay, so now he is related to Jerry. I don't know if it was him or if it was I think it was him. Let's see here. So now he's related to Jerry. I'm gonna go find my mosses. Doing it that way because it's quicker. Okay, see there's Jerry. Now you see this thing I have right here? Okay, so I'm gonna pick up Jerry. Now, there he is, but I don't think we have the information we need yet. We need to work more on the trees, and his tree is extensive. Jerry's tree is extensive, but I gotta look at what Tony has. I think I'm gonna have to work on Tony's tree some more. So when you have your information full enough, then it'll match up with the other person.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna go back to the DNA results page. The reason that information was able to connect is because we're going through something called through lines. You see right here, called through lines. On the right side, everybody see that? Okay, so if you click on here on true line, okay, those are my parents up there, but I'm gonna go down and show you some white families that we're connected to. Okay, so now, this is showing me this white person, Margaret Campbell down here. We have 5. Okay, John Robinson and Elizabeth Robinson are brother and sister. They're white. Okay, so under John Robinson are, I can't get that page to move. Let's see. Come on, man. Well, anyway, there are 2 cousins down there. I don't know why I'm not able to get that pulled up. But these through lines will be the connections to you between other of your matches, as long as everybody puts their information in. Okay, let me see if I don't have any mosses here, and I don't understand why. If you see anybody that's a moss, let me know. If as many mosses as there are, we ought to be able to match up mosses. And we're missing something. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't see any, but all my other family background, I'm able to do that. Okay. So, Michelle, do you want to try to do one of yours and see what happens?
I'm looking at it right now. Let me see if it's working. I don't have that little link, that little green thing by the names.
Okay, that happens when you connect it to your tree. What's there, the 2 dots, the little blue thing with the 2 dots and the 1 below it. And then when you click on it, you go up to the top and then click on it again, and a space will open up for you to open your tree up. But if the person's not knowing your tree, it's not going to do any good. What you have to do then is add them to your tree page. Don't connect them to your family because you don't know how they connect. But you put the person in there with their parents and then connect that person because eventually it will come together. You may be dead, but eventually it will come together.
Okay.
And if somebody wants me to help them with that sometime during the week, then I can help you do that.
Hey Diane, I will now that school is over, I will try to reach out to you so we could talk some more about the grave side. You made a good point. I hadn't thought about us being related on the white side, so that was a good point. So,
and the only reason I don't look at a lot at the white stuff is because unless it is somebody that will communicate with you, they're really not going to give you your black family line. They're going to be having their white family line, which will be in tandem to our family line.
Diane.
Uh-huh.
Put me back on the screen, cousin.
Oh, okay. So what I need to do is stop sharing. There you go.
Cool over.
Having some refreshments while we're not looking.
Yeah. We back. Good exercise. And see, these are the kind of tools that we're talking about. Now, Ramona and Michelle, this connection that we have here with the Nebraska connection, there was an Edward Moss who was there. There was a James Moss who visited Edward Moss, and they were the Tidwells were visited. They were cousins, and so there's a connection with our family that runs through Nebraska. And you mentioned the Pierce, and I saw how they were.
So you're able to do that through from office?
Yeah, they're all connected, and these young ladies here, they gave you an example of how we are related, and they go back. They go back to shared ancestors. Pardon me?
Can you go to your through lines and show us some that will connect to Mosses?
Not now.
You mean the Tidwells?
Yeah, the Tidwells. Her name was Jeannie Tidwell. Jeannie Tidwell.
Yeah, the Tidwells come from Virginia Moss. She married Lee Tidwell. And their children are Tidwells, and that's how my aunt is connected.
And that's how we're related.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Now, so these are some of the things now, through this Diane, through this DNA, these are some things that are happening. What we're doing is we're filling in puzzles now. Not necessarily trees, but for me, I have the four corners. Now I'm filling in these puzzles with these ancestors that we have common ancestors that were, 2 and 3 generations, before us, and it started with, like I said, City and Reuben Moss's city in City Roberts. And they eventually moved to the West Coast, and a lot of their family moved to the West Coast too. So that's why we got this West Coast cluster out here. And a lot of these relatives that we interacted with, they're on the West Coast.
Yeah. And Reuben T. Moss, I'm finding him, I think, as a mulatto. So. That's
true. And not only him, but like his kids are too. Like some of my, it's in the 1870 census, and it's in the 1880 census. Yeah, they are mulattoes.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have the pictures that are shared on?
I have some of them on him, but you know what? There's 2 different sets of them. It gets a little vague with Reuben Moss. That he gets a little vague. but like where things are verified, Diane, is his kids. These are the ones that I'm getting verifications from. But Ruben and City, they moved to with their kids. They moved to Los Angeles, and that's where Ruben and City passed away. Is in Los Angeles. And then and all those Tidwells, the Atkins, and all of them, they're all part of Ruben and City's. That's their descendants, and so that's how all of us are connected is through them.
Does Tom Tidwell sound familiar to anybody?
Yeah, that's what we said. Yeah, the Tidwells. That's part.
But I'm talking about the name Tom, because I'm looking at.
I don't know about the specifics.
For the Virginia and Lee Tidwell's kids, I have Queen or Queenie and Georgia and Leanna and Geraldine.
Yeah.
Now I don't know about all of their children now.
Okay.
And who's the Atkins? Ramona. There's a Jordan Atkins. His name is Jordan, and he's a grandson. He's a great grandson of one of the Atkins who changed his name, and he has a lot of information because there's a family researcher who's in Arkansas who has a lot of the Atkins in their in their in their tree, and so we have a lot of
you have the name?
yeah
Her name?
his name is Jordan. His name is Jordan. He's a younger guy, but he has.
You said Jordan Akins?
No, that's not his name. His name's not Jordan Akins. I can get that to you. And not only that,
Okay.
like there's now we're getting people who are high up in the list, like on Central Mortgage. They're 100 and up. These cousins are surfacing that are at least 100 Central Mortgage and up, and they have some strong trees, and that's how we're able to fill in these puzzles. We can answer some of these questions. And just like Ramona, you see, you asked me a question, I couldn't answer it now. Michelle was here because she's done her research and she was able to answer that question. That's what I'm talking about. We're filling in this puzzle, just like all of us are right here. We have a puzzle, we're filling it in. And that's what gives, that's my desire. That's what gives me, that's my purpose. And that's one of the reasons why I can't be going off on branches, on these real big branches on these trees, because if I get too far off, I'll fall. I'd rather work with what I know and what the information that I've been getting and putting this puzzle together. I'm putting the pieces to the puzzle together, and it's getting clearer and clearer, thanks to all of your help. But don't think that that I don't spend a lot of time doing my research, but by just seeing you individuals, it's verification. And another part of the verification is true is your DNA. Your DNA, it does not lie. Well, we've had an hour here, so are there any additional information? Right now, we can take the time to share numbers. You can verbally tell them now. We have the time. If you need a number from somebody, ask them now and write it down. You need an email. Communications is key. Right now, while we're here, let's do what we have to do. If you need to talk to Diane, she'll give you hers, or whoever needs numbers, do it now. Oh, I see. I see you're doing it with the chat, huh? Different people are doing the chat. There's Ramona. She's chatting. And there you go.
I'm trying to find the Moss Family Research page on Facebook so I could tell them to join.
Who's that? Diane, you are? You looking at our
Yeah.
research on Facebook?
Yeah. Moss Genealogy Research Group. Okay.
Yeah, I've been there's a few people who've been asking, and I've been letting them in because they have some of them are blue-eyed cousins, and because they have the records, and then I'm verifying it, and then I say, okay, why do you have them in your tree? And then they explain it to me. Information is information. The more we have and the more people who participate, the better off we are.
I wanted to show you if you can see it. This is my auntie and her husband, which would be you guys' cousin of some sort.
Who are they? What's their names?
Her name is Elizabeth Pierce Brown, and his name is Russell Brown.
Okay.
And they live in Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
They live there now?
Yes, they live there now. They're in their 80s. They had about 10 children. And I know 2 or 3 of them are deceased.
You should get them to do the DNA test. My aunt's doing it. She's 90. She'll be 93 in July.
Well, my Aunt Elizabeth, she doesn't really need to do it because my mother and her share the fathers, and my mother did it, so it would be the same.
It doesn't matter because not everybody matches the same way. Jerry matches my cousin's, my father's brother's kid, but he doesn't match me. And I don't think he's
same father.
Yeah, they're the same father. John Nelson was the father for all his kids. And I had something I wanted to share on that. Let me see if I can find it. It's on Ancestry, and it talks about how the DNA skips around.
Oh, speaking about sharing,
let me see if I can find it.
This is another reason why I subscribe to this Zoom program. This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, okay.
And so what I'll do is once I get this recording, I'll be sending it out. Now, my question to you all is, since you're here and this is, we're making, decisions, do I send it out to just the participants in the meeting? Or do I send it out to our Moss genealogy research group?
I think you should go to the whole group because people, when they can't come, it's for various reasons that they can't come. So
I agree with that.
That's what I'll do.
This was very informative, you guys. I thank you very much. A lot of good information, especially for people that are new.
Well, like that's good to hear. That's part of the purpose, and I'm dedicating the time, and you all are too, and it's invaluable. And it's good to see your faces, and we want to use this technology, and let's press on. And each of you have your clusters. You have a group, so recruit people, tell them what we're doing, handle your end, and then if you need things to be clarified, after we get through with this here group meeting, feel free to contact me and say, hey, let's set up a private one. And then we can go over our details, because there's a lot of information that has been shared now that we need to follow up on. And I have a lot of information myself, and a lot of these people who aren't here now, they are related, and they have a wealth of information, and they're open for sharing it. And fills in the puzzle. That's the goal. Fill in the puzzle. That's my goal. Now, others goals are to build their tree. That has its merits. But from my perspective, and I have more days behind me than I have in front of me, so I have a sense of urgency to fill in my puzzle.
Putting some information over here about why you don't necessarily match exactly like your brothers and sisters. It's a random type, the way the DNA spreads out through the chromosomes.
Yeah, Faye just said she accidentally kicked herself out, but she was glad to have been included. So that's a positive. She texted me that, Faye did.
Okay.
Man, that Michelle, you guys, that was a puzzle when I started connecting with you from Omaha to Paris. And then I looked at the pictures and the pictures started putting it together. I saw where my, my ancestors, they married into the Pierces and they married into each other.
Yeah.
That's how that was a connection. And so that was pretty revealing. And now we got Ramona out here. She has the information for the Atkins part. And see, those are on my father's side of the family. And that's where I had lacked information. I had seen my uncles and talked to them, and we had a tragic loss of my grandfather at a young age. So that Moss, it was a mystery. And so in order for me to find out about who are Mosses, who were the relatives on his side of the family, I took the DNA test. And ever since then, everything that I discover is fulfilling, and it's true, and it brings clarity to my family's history and what they went through, and what they did, and some of their successes, and so like I have the torch now. I have the torch, and so I'm going to run with it, and I'm going to pass it off. I'm going to share it, the information that I have, and I appreciate all the work and feedback that I'm getting from our participants. So let's make it what you want it to be.
I think I found some Aikens. Let's see, let me see how that's spelled.
Diane,
Atkins. I found some Atkins on my tree here that I'm gonna look at those.
Diane, she's my mentor. She's my genealogist. She's my mentor.
I don't know about all that, but I do what I can.
When I was doing my searching, and when I got in contact with her, bingo. So I've learned a lot. So, and that's one thing that you do: find somebody who knows more, connect with them, and they'll share with you. You can only absorb so much, but like they will take you to greener pastures. Okay, Faye's waiting again. Let me admit Faye again. Two people were waiting.
Diane, do you have family in Omaha?
I'm sure I do, but I tell you, I'm from Arkansas, and for the longest time, I thought there were no other Nelsons or Mosses beside us. I had no idea that we had other relatives. So until I started doing ancestry DNA, that's when I was able to find out all the different places our relatives live. And I've seen, yes, I've seen Omaha and Ohio, other places in Ohio, Kentucky. I said, who would I have in Kentucky? But I actually have relatives in Kentucky too. But so it's just a matter of getting to meet all the people once you know who they are.
Are you doing research for the Trotter name as well?
No, that's my husband's name.
Oh, okay.
So let him do that.
Hey, Diane, I have a good friend from Arkansas, and her grandmother is a mouse. And her grandmother is a mouse, but can I get your information? Because she's on her way to my house now. And and I was sharing her that my history with the mouse, and she looked at me like, you know, my grandmother's a mouse, right? And I'm like, wow, we might be cousins, you know?
Yeah, I found a lot of mosses in Arkansas.
Yes, a lot of them there. Until I started researching, I didn't know that.
Ramona, make sure you connect me with that person also.
Okay.
Okay, so Ramona is going to hook me up with Arkansas.
So I'm trying to get her to do the Ancestry.com, to do the test.
Okay.
Say, Diane.
Yes.
It's a lot better. It's a lot better that we have the subscription and we're not under that 40-minute limit, isn't it?
Yeah, that is good. I mean, you could have gone back in and got another 40 minutes, but that's kind of a little cumbersome.
Oh no, this has more bells and whistles. This worth my investment.
Good. Yeah, I was thinking of getting it myself. Maybe I will.
This is the fruits of it. Hey, I canceled my global meet. I'm not paying for two platforms.
Yeah. I'm thinking of doing podcasts for YouTube. I did one for my McNeil family with her cousin last week. So he's researching North Carolina and the McNeils and all the families that come from that.
Faye, where are you located at? Faye, where are you located?
Let me see if I got this. Can you hear me?
Yes.
We hear you.
I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio.
See
but
that?
I live in Dayton, Ohio. But my mother came out of, like I said, Beaufort, Gainesville, Georgia. Quite a few of them moved to Cincinnati.
I know it's not a small place, but do you know Bobby Clark? Okay.
No. Out of where?
Dayton?
Cincinnati or Dayton?
She's from Arkansas. Okay.
I don't think so.
So are we done? What's echoing me? Why am I echoing?
Well,
I'm going to send my Facebook name on this chat thing so you all can get me on there too. Let me see. I'm getting a little better. I kicked myself
Jerry,
off for a moment there.
In the
yes.
the recording, do the notes go over too? The notes go too?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And if anybody wants to have a private meeting or once you get a call me, if you want to call and talk, we can open this up at any time. You know, it's available. Just like I want to replace talking to you on the phone, talking with you on on this platform. I want to, I'm paying for it. I want to use it. And if you need to have a private meeting with some people, and you want to introduce me to them or them to me, set it up and let me know what time, and then we got it. Especially that Omaha crew. We got to find out, Michelle, what's going on with you. We got to fill that in a little bit more. We pretty much have it, but we gotta fill it in.
I just shared some facts for Reuben Moss that shows that he spent and several of their children were born in Arkansas.
Yeah, they were born in Arkansas.
Yeah, I have the
Yeah,
I have the census information.
they're from Taylor. They're from Nevada County, Hempstead.
Save that to my desktop for right now.
I'll see if I can send a screenshot as well.
Now take in consideration now. This is initial meeting, and we're working out the bugs, and so I'll be figuring out this recording and everything, and I'll get the information to you. I'm getting feedback on my voice feedback.
Terrible feedback. But don't forget to join the Facebook page, everybody.
What did you say about
Don't forget to
Facebook?
join the Facebook page, Moss Research Group. Do I need to put it back up?
Okay. Moss Search
Research
Group.
Group. I'll put it back up.
Okay. Okay.
I got that information on Ruben Moss, Michelle.
Okay, and I just posted another one.
That's cool.
I hope it's large enough. It comes out large enough.
And Ramona, where are you at? Where are you located?
I'm in Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh.
Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah. And Shalette, you're on the East Coast.
Shalette, go.
Yeah, Shalette. Yeah, she's where are you located at?
Okay, I try to unhook myself. I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Maryland.
Oh.
Do they do a lot of marching and stuff in Maryland where you were? Are you near Baltimore?
Oh no, I'm right outside of DC.
Oh.
I am about outside of DC.
I
So
love
yes,
that mad DC. She's spicy.
yeah, my son went down yesterday. So yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on. Has anyone else besides because I know Jerry and Diane have. Has anybody else done the JED match yet? No. Okay.
I'm going to check it out today, the JED match.
Okay.
I'm on JED match.
You're on JED match.
I'm on there twice. I got two different names. Got like, well, I'll put it on that chat thing. I think it's Space C and the other one's FCII or something like that. Because a friend had done it for me, who was introducing me to it in the first place.
It's very helpful.
Do you have the number, the ID number?
No, I don't have it. What Shalette is saying is we have a Moss Genealogy and Research Group Excel sheet that has our basic information on it. And one of those columns does have, do you have a JED match number? And we're going to be filling that out and sending it. I've been going through my records and filling in the different columns. But Shalette, do you think that we might want to open that up some kind of way? You had a way of opening it up to all the people to see if we could have a master spreadsheet that they can fill the information in.
So we can share that. It's a Google sheet. So we can share that with everyone, and then everybody can go in and it will update the same document.
Okay, expedite that, please. I'll give you the current information that I have. You and I, let's talk about that, and then you expedite that and get that set up so we'll send it out. because since we last talked, you know, I have additional.
I'm gonna list all of my mark IDs on the family page on Facebook. Are we done? What's up?
I'm still here listening.
Yeah, it's been an hour and a half. It's been a productive hour and a half. So, any other items? You know, let's make sure conducting this like a business. Hey, each person have a final words. Have a brief statement, a closing remark. Who we're gonna start with?
What? I didn't hear.
Just have a closing remarks. Each person have a closing remark.
Why don't you call out who you want to speak first, so we won't all talk at the same time?
Okay, let's start with
Good idea.
Let's start with Faye.
Okay, well, I'm really glad that I got on this, and hopefully I can be of some help. I think if each one of us join one thing that's a paid venture, instead of each one of us doing something, we can all compare notes and save money. You know, what do you think about that?
Well, on GEDmatch,
like I belong to Being Verified.
On GEDmatch, you can have. Is that me talking? That's really annoying. I don't know what happened causing that. I'll type it.
Just like Hunter.
Maybe she has audio on for the phone and for the internet.
Cool. Is that me again messing up?
Okay, I muted her. Let's see how that works.
Who, me?
I muted Faye.
Okay. Yeah. So what I was saying is on GEDmatch, like triangulation and all those special features, if you pay the $10 a month, you can use that for ones that you upload. But you cannot do that for other people. But just looking for the first 4 generations, it's open, you know, as far as you can look and see who your matches are. And on MyHeritage, you don't have to pay for the service, but if you do pay for the service, you get more features too. I don't know. Did I upload you on MyHeritage share?
Yes. That's how we found. That's how we found. That's how we found.
That was kind of helpful for you.
That's how we found that one that one relative that has about 900
yeah.
centimorgans.
Why? As far as doing research, Ancestry by far is over anybody else as far as doing research. Other than on familysearch.org, you can do free research, but you can't match it up with your DNA.
Fanny? Fanny? Say Fanny. She must be mute. Okay.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. We want to hear your final comments.
Oh, I absolutely loved the call today. I enjoyed all the information. I'm going to get on GEDmatch and the other sites as well and check them out. And then I'm going to look you guys up on Facebook too and the Moss Family Tree. And thank you, Diane, for the information that you shared.
I'm typing some more now
regarding how to connect your
okay.
tree. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jeff.
Okay. So I just want to say that I put the link to the Excel spreadsheet in the chat, and I will also send it out. I'll do a reply all to one of your emails, Jerry. that will send the link out to everybody. I'll do that tonight. I'll do that in a little bit.
Okay, I have a question for you. I added some information. Is the updated information that I
It's
added?
there. I see.
Okay, cool. All right, so that's where I was.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
there. It's there. And I'm gonna be interested in the chat where people have shared information in the chat. I will be looking up because I'm learning this side. I don't know my connection to the Moss yet. I do match to Jerry and Diane, but a lot of the other Mosses that have been on the conversation I haven't matched to. So I'll be interested to see if I match to any of you guys that are on here.
Oh, it's awesome when that happens. You do, believe me, you do. Ramona, closing comments. Ramona's
okay. Sorry about that. I had to unmute myself. This has been very informative. Thank you, Jerry, for the invite. That information that you sent me was very informational, very detailed. When it concerned from the Moss on down, how the Aikens were connected to the Moss family. And Diane, you kind of inspired me, lit a fire for me to work on my tree because it's been sitting there for a long time, and I've been like letting it set. But now you done kind of inspired me to go ahead and start connecting my dots. And I thank you for that, lighting that fire up under me, Diane.
If you need any help with it, let me know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Michelle?
You're welcome.
Yes, I just want to say I enjoyed the sharing very much. And like I said, on Ancestry, the tree that I'm working on is under LG Pierce and it's public. And I'm willing to share any other information I have.
LG what?
Pierce.
Pierce.
Yes.
Okay.
And Ramona or anyone else, if you'd like to go ahead and get started on Ancestry and get the basics of your tree started, I'd be willing to gift, a 1-month subscription for you to go a little bit further. And
that's awesome.
So I'll hook up with you, and then as we find other family members that are really serious about the research, so that we can identify how everyone connects to each other and teach each other the tools that we've learned, and also learn other tools that'll be helpful. So I'm glad to meet everybody, and I'll certainly let my aunt know, who is the granddaughter of a Moss, that I talked to you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for those kind words. Diane?
I've been talking all the time. Nice meeting you guys. And I want to get to the apex. That's when you know you've done something. Then you're able to put out a big fancy book that shows everybody from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
So there's history in that.
And I'll close it out. It was an honor and a privilege to host this meeting. And I look forward to us meeting during the week and definitely next week at this time. And y'all stay safe and take care of your family. And I appreciate everything you've done. Peace. This meeting's adjourned. So I get the video too. There you go, Faye. Unmute yourself, Faye. Let's talk. Can you live now? Can't you? Can you hear me, Faye? What's happening? Well, I can't hear you. Either way, let's go one-on-one the next day or so where we can talk. Okay? All right. Talk to you later. Speaking. Uh-oh. There's a Dana coming in. Let me see. Hello, Dana.
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay. I'm not exactly sure what this is about. There wasn't very much information in the meeting invite, but I figured I'd join and find out what's going on.
Oh, that's good that you did. I appreciate you doing that. We're a, we're a group of people who are looking to find relatives and see how we're connected through our DNA and helping each other learn different techniques, and so that it shortens their learning time and they get as much information in a short period of time. And so we find out how we're connected through our DNA.
Oh, okay, got it.
And what was the message that I sent you on our connection, or did I send you one introductory message?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, the only thing I have is the meeting invite here, unless you sent another email message that I might have missed. Let me check that.
Hello?
Hey Jerry, I don't know. I'm learning how to work that Zoom, but I couldn't see how do I save the messages that they had with all the phone numbers and all of that. I don't know what I'm doing.
And who am I speaking with?
This is Faye.
Yeah, Faye. I don't believe that you have the capacity to do it. I do as a host.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and whose do you want? Whose do you want?
Well, all the phone numbers that they had, I wanted to be able to put them in, and I can, call them.
Okay.
They can call me too, and it had some names like Ramona Denise had something about Facebook. When I looked on Facebook, there was a lot of Ramona Denises, so I didn't know which one she is. I could call her and make sure we get the right.
Okay,
right connection.
I'll get you the list of everybody who was in the meeting, and you'll be able to contact them individually.
Okay, that sounds good. And whoever it is you want me to try to look up on that Ben Verify, feel free to get with me anytime, all right?
I will. I sure will.
Okay, well, take care. I'm glad you had a meeting. All the time I've been saying that. What's that meeting for? What's that meeting for? And then one day I was going into Ancestry to do something. I said, I know that name, Jerry Bob. Then I looked at my phone and he was saying that that's who my sending the notices. I'm so goofy.
It's awesome though. What a help you've been, and that's what you're a jewel, and all these things that we're giving there, it's like a treasure, and and we're unearthing all these diamonds and jewels, and so that's what makes it so worthwhile.
That's a good thing. That's it. So we don't have to completely feel like we've just been robbed of who we are.
Correct.
We will find ways to connect some of that. So that's a good thing.
And that's what we're doing too, and that's the format that we're using.
So I'll keep paying for that being verified. That's like, as long as we stay in touch with each other, all you gotta do is give me names, I get it, send it to you. And if there's some other thing that somebody can look at to do services and they want to pay for that, let them pay for that. They share what they got. We just all put our things that we have together in one big pot and we can get it together.
Boy, that sounds awesome. You're on point. That's your task. Okay, you're gonna be the one. You're gonna be the one heading that up. Matter of fact, in our next meeting, you're making a brief presentation on that. We'll set that up.
Okay. What I'll do is I'll make a copy of what a being verified thing looks like when I print it out. Well, I'll be at a computer right now. I'm on my cell phone, but I'll make sure I'm at my computer now.
And do a presentation, a brief presentation on it.
Okay, I can do that.
And so we'll talk about it between now and then.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, cuz.
All right, take care.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Dana.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for being patient. That
Oh,
was
no
one
worries.
participant who wanted some follow-up information with the Zoom. We had a chat over there and the different numbers.
Okay, got it. Yeah, so I'm looking back through some emails, and it does look like Pearl Dean mentioned you in one of our messages together on the Hawkins side.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, when is the next meeting going to be?
It's going to be next Sunday, the same time.
Okay. Is it going to be the same meeting room and everything?
Yeah, it's going to be the same meeting room, and it's and like with you, could you? Are you on your phone or are you on the computer?
I'm on the Zoom. I'm using the Zoom. I'm not dialed in.
Okay. Well, give me your telephone number. Give me your telephone number.
Yeah, 760-683-4220.
Where are you located at?
Las Vegas.
Oh, you're in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I'll send you some follow-up information. I'll send you some follow-up information and we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good, man. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care.
Be safe.
Mm-hmm. You too.
Okay. Looks like it's a wrap. Let's see, hour and 45 minutes. It's been a very productive meeting. So I'm going to shut it down and get a copy of it to the Moss Genealogy and Research Group. It's all good. It's all done. Peace.